Hello. Today in this video, I'm going to talk about whether accountants can make a career in quantitative finance. Some people have asked me this question, so I'm making this video. There are a lot of people who have done their chartered accountant degrees and they're pursuing career in audit, accounting, um, and they're interested to know whether they can aspire to become a quant and work for various financial service companies as a quant. So I'm going to talk about that. All right, so before that, let me briefly introduce to you what quant finance is and who are the quants. So quant finance, loosely speaking, is a field that lies at the intersection of mathematical modeling, programming, computer programming, coding, and finance. Right? It's very broad. Quant finance is pretty broad. It is used in various forms, right? In banks, in non-banking financial corporations, investment companies, consulting firms, pension funds, and you name it. In all kinds of financial service companies, you will find quants working, right? Even in venture capital firms, private equity firms, you will family offices, you will find quants working there. So in order to work as a quant, you need to have a strong interest in finance. That's a prerequisite. And you should have interest in mathematical modeling, and you should be able to write code, do data analysis. But you're not just a technical person. You should also drive, transformations. You should be able to make an impact on the top line. You should have a strategic mindset. So you are a technical person making impact on the business, right? So there's no clear definition of what is quant finance, but in loosely speaking, it's just an area within finance which is somewhat mathematical. um, it is not as mathematical as people think it is. It is actually less mathematical than that, and therefore a lot of people get scared when they hear about quant finance. It's definitely mathematical, more mathematical than probably other areas within finance, but it's not as mathematical as, let's say, doing a PhD in maths or physics. All right. Can chartered accountants or any accountant work as quants? Absolutely, yes. That's the short answer. As long as you have strong interest in finance and you are willing to learn some math, statistics, and machine learning, and you are willing to learn writing coding, then you should be able to work as quants. That shouldn't be a problem. Most chartered accountants that I know of are pretty good with finance. They know pretty much everything about finance, but the only thing that is required for them to learn, one being statistics, machine learning, and some programming languages, right? Many chartered accountants are also quite good at mathematics, statistics, even though they are not, let's say, software developers or coders, so they don't know programming, but a lot of them do know some mathematics and statistics. So you need to enhance on that. You need to increase your knowledge on statistics and mathematics and how statistics and mathematics can be used to solve problems in finance. So you need to study financial econometrics, financial maths. I mean, there are several topics you could choose. I mean, I can make another video on what topics to study. In financial econometrics, you would be studying, regression techniques, time series techniques. In financial maths, you will be learning starting from the basics of like time value of money to more sophisticated, such as learning a bit of stochastic calculus, using that for valuations of financial assets. Um, but nowadays, you also need to learn machine learning and AI because that's quite upcoming. And ML AI being used everywhere in finance, it's quite important that you also learn ML and AI next to the traditional statistical and mathematical modeling techniques. Okay, goes without saying, coding is quite important. There are several coding languages. You should pick one of them. Python is the most popular programming language in finance, so I would highly recommend Python. if you want to start with programming languages such as MATLAB or R or SAS or C++, that's also fine. Nothing wrong with that. But Python is the most popular one, so I would highly recommend to learn Python. If you can learn a second language, that's even better. What are the benefits? Why should you switch your career from accounting audit to anything quantitative? First of all, for good reason, which is that it's a career that is somewhat more interesting and provides more challenges compared to traditional audit and accounting work. Well, that's not my view. That's what I've heard from a lot of the accountants. I've seen many accountants moving or shifting the career from accounting or audit to uh, quantitative areas within finance. So that's one. Quants generally earn more compared to accountants. That's on average. There may be specifics and there are obviously exceptions everywhere. But on average, quants earn more than the accountants. And a lot of the chartered accountants don't like the audit and accounting activities. So that's one other reason why many accountants move to quant or other fields, but also quants, quantitative finance. Um, and the last and perhaps the most important point I like to say is that uh, your accounting degree, especially people with chartered accountancy degrees, they're highly preferred in some of the quant finance areas. And I'm going to talk about that, especially in some of the audit related activities, quant finance audit related activities. CAs or chartered accountants are quite preferred. You will find many chartered accountants working in model audit, which is a pretty big area in the quant finance space, and it's only going to be bigger over time, especially with AI and more models being built. A lot of people will be working in the model governance side, and that's where chartered accountants are preferred because first of all they have sound knowledge of accounting, sound knowledge of finance in general. CA degree is quite highly valued in the field of finance. So because of all of this, chartered accountants are preferred. Also, talking about model audit, audit is one activity is that is generally done by accountants, right? In most audit firms. And if you already have audit experience and you can learn quant finance on the side, you will be in a position to grab those good or amazing job opportunities in the model audit area because you now know both audit as well as the quantitative modeling techniques. And there are not many people skilled in both in the market, right? So you will have an edge over there. Okay. So what's the roadmap? How should we go about it? Well, if you're already a chartered accountant and you are working at an audit firm or you're working as an accountant, I will I will say, okay, you already know quite a bit of finance, so that's not a challenge for you. If you want to enhance on that, of course, you can read more and more about risk management. You can enhance your knowledge on different products. You can enhance your knowledge about investments, lending, and everything. Depending on where you want to work, whether you're at a bank or at an insurance firm or at an investment firm, depending on where you want to work, you need to enhance your knowledge of finance. But my assumption is that your knowledge of finance is already quite good enough. You should focus more on the statistical, mathematical, ML, and coding parts. Okay, and there are various ways to learn these things. One being go for a full-time degree. There are many good full-time degrees. Not everyone can afford a full-time degree, so that's not an option for everyone. But there are also some part-time master's degrees, right? You could pursue them. Um, Okay, the certifications as well. You have CQF, which is the popular one, but there are also other certification programs. Many certifications are quite expensive. I would recommend that if you're going for certifications, go for the ones which are quite popular in the industry and not the less popular one. But then you could also learn some of the from certifications which are less popular, but let's say less expensive, because some of the expensive ones can be a bit of a challenge initially because you have no idea whether you're going to like the field or not. So start with the less expensive certifications and then go on to do the more expensive ones, right? Self-study is absolutely possible. It's not always easy for everyone to do self-study, but if you can find a mentor who will help you with that, that is always great. By the way, I also provide mentorship. Do reach out to me if you're interested. I have my own course on quant finance. It's a short course, very less expensive compared to most of the other certification programs. Do reach out to me if you're interested. But there are also other certification programs where other people also you can find on the internet who provide mentorship. You can reach out to them as well. Okay. Okay, so these are some of the things I want to share. And before we wrap it up, just to let you know, what are the things you need to keep in mind? First of all, you should not do it for wrong reasons. Some people do it just because of money. I think that shouldn't be your biggest motivation. Money is obviously a motivation, but it should not be the main motivation. If you cannot do something for a long time, for 10, 15, 20 years, you will give up. So don't do it for wrong reason. Okay. And second thing to keep in mind is it's not as mathematical as you think it is. There are certain things in quant finance, of course, which are quite mathematical, but a number of things are less mathematical. Okay. I know many chartered accountants working in quant finance in various areas, especially in the banking world, and they're doing quite well. I- If you're working at big four consulting firms, KPMG and EY and the PwCs and all, try spending try talking to people who are working in the quant consulting areas. You will find that it's a lot easier compared to what you were thinking. People have this perception that it's super mathematical. That's not always the thing. Some areas are, yes, but not all areas of quant finance are super mathematical. Other thing you need to keep in mind is that some of these started accountants I've spoken to, they think that quant finance is just for PhDs in math physics and they cannot compete with them. That's actually not true. Many people are not PhDs who work in finance, in quant finance area, and certainly not math geniuses. A lot of them are also obviously quite average in maths. It's more than that, so don't worry about it. Okay, finance, in my view, is just a social science discipline. It obviously has some maths components, but it's not like physics or maths, pure maths, right? Some areas are, yes, but a lot of the areas within finance, also within quant finance, I would say, are not super mathematical, right? So you can go into that area, especially the audit activities I mentioned in the last slide. CAs will be preferred and their skills will be quite highly valued. Anyway, thanks for watching and see you in another video, guys. Thanks.